Hey guys, it's Mel. Welcome back to my channel. I have had enough of my storage units. The other day, I absolutely cracked it with them and I gave them my 7 days notice and we're moving out of the shed this Saturday. And I don't know if I've made the right decision. I don't know if I had this moment of a hissy fit where I was just like, I'm done. I've had enough of this rubbish. I'm sick of paying for a service that I'm not getting, and I just literally lost it. So let me go back and tell you what happened. And if you're not familiar with my storage unit, basically the shed that I work from here, this is where all my listed items are and I do all my work in here, but I still have a storage unit that's full of a lot of unlisted inventory, what we like to call as resellers, death pile. I'm sure I've mentioned it in one of my other videos, but at the end of December and early January, the lift was broken in my storage units. So it broke in about December, then it was fixed again for about a week, and then it totally died in the first week of January, and they haven't fixed it since. And every time I go to the storage units, I am lugging these books up and down the stairs. They are heavy. I'm not 21 years old anymore, unfortunately. Every single time I have a day where I'm in there taking stock in and out, for the whole week afterwards, my body is aching and sore, and it's just too much. And I'm paying high money for my storage unit, which is another thing because 2 weeks ago they sent me a notice to say they were increasing my storage unit fees by $45 extra per month. It's been 6 weeks since the lift has been working. So what I did at the end of January was I sent them an email. I requested a credit for the month of January because I wasn't getting the full service that I was paying for. So I asked them for a credit, and you know what they came back with? They came back saying, we can't give you a credit towards your storage fees on January. Not one bit of credit, not even half the amount that I was paying credited. But their solution was they could offer me a storage unit in the new complex which was built behind last year, which is brand new storage units, instead of the one that I've got because the lift would be more reliable. Yet I'm not sure how they possibly expected me to move all my stock into another unit. I can't even get it all down. Oh my goodness. I mean, is that not the most ridiculous business practice you've ever heard? No, we're not going to credit you on your storage unit, but hey, you can have another unit in another complex. I don't know how you're going to get your stuff into it, but knock yourself out. You can go and have that unit. What? Anyway, I was so angry. I feel like I've had drama after drama with these storage units. I mean, they didn't even apologize. They didn't even put a sign up on the lifts saying when they were expected to be fixed or apologizing for them to be broken. Nothing. Have a look at how dangerous this was. The wires are hanging out of this lift and there is a gap. If somebody came into their storage units and had a small baby and their child crawled off while they were busy in the storage unit, they could fall down this hole and die. So in my little hissy fit of frustration, I gave them 7 days notice and I told them that if the lift still wasn't working within another 7 days, I would not be paying any storage fees going forward because I was officially able to leave. However, I was unable to leave because they weren't providing me with something to move my stock. If they weren't going to give me a lift to be able to move my stuff out, well, I wasn't going to be paying for the unit. Guess what? They got the lift fixed. Probably despite me. They fixed it. Anyway, so I have to be out now on Saturday because I've given this notice. I honestly, it's like I feel good about it, and then otherwise I'm a little bit stressed about it. A lot of the stock that is in my storage unit at the moment came from the hoarder's haul, and a lot of the books that are left in there, because I've cherry picked it so much, a lot of the books are in there are books that I don't actually want to list. They are low-end books. They are worth under $15. I don't want them in my store. I don't have room in here to fill up with low-end books. I want the higher-end books. So what I've been doing for the last couple of days is going into the storage unit. I've been culling those books, culling them like crazy, being ruthless. What I'm estimating is I'm going to end up with 25 boxes the size of this coming back here to the shed. So within those 25 boxes, I still suspect that half of them will get culled once I do the price comping. There's books in there that I'm just not sure if they're worth money, but I do want to price comp the ones that I'm unsure about. I do think if I bring 25 boxes of death pile back here, I'm only going to end up with about 12 boxes to actually list. I will have a few boxes of bric-a-brac that are still left over from the hoarder's haul. So since building this shed here, Aaron has actually built another kind of like garden tool shed out the back. We will be able to put some of those items sealed up into that shed and they will be perfectly fine. So I think what this has done is it has forced me now. It has forced me to deal with my death pile. When I've been looking here how many books I am culling, it's made me realize like I'm paying for storage on stuff that I don't actually want. I don't want to be doing that anymore. I especially don't want to be giving my hard worked money to these companies that couldn't care less about even doing any maintenance on their units or offering any kind of customer service. I can't comprehend it. I don't want to be associated with that type of storage center. If I ever need another storage unit, it will not be at that center. They will never get another cent of mine. Storage unit bent over. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It's just, I've got so many mixed feelings. I don't know what my shed's gonna look like on Saturday, like my nice clean shed. I need to get listing fast. I actually think maybe next week I might need to do a couple of late nights of drafting so that I can get through the death pile that I bring back from the storage unit. So stay tuned for Mel Tackles the Death Pile. And tomorrow, I think I'm filming like a pretty cool video for you tomorrow. So stay tuned for that one in a couple of days. Bye.